Hello everyone and welcome to Hearthstone 3, the World War 1 mod. Now, this is a special Let's Play because it is the 100th anniversary since Archduke Franz Ferdinand was shot right here in Sarajevo, right here. And it basically led to the outbreak of World War 1 for those of you who haven't done history. I mean, everyone should really know. And basically it was a terrorist organisation called the Black Hand Gang from Serbia. They attempted numerous amounts of times to shoot him or blow him up or kill him however way while he was doing his visit, and unfortunately the driver took a wrong turning and one of the members, I think it was the leader of the Black Hand Gang, was actually having a sandwich on the same road that they decided to drive down. Not intentionally, you know, by accident. He was having a sandwich, he saw them drive past and he saw it as his chance and shot him. And obviously numerous events happened, you know, Russia mobilised, and because Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, Russia attacked Austria-Hungary, Germany promised to defend Austria, attacked Russia, France promised to protect Russia or something like that, attacked Germany, which led them to have to attack Austria. Germany started the invasion of Belgium, and because Britain and Belgium had signed the Treaty of London, that brought Britain into the war. And if you want to know a more detailed look at it, just type in World War 1 events and stuff like that. So yeah, that was quite a long intro, and yeah, I decided to do this because, well, in a way, I guess you could say it's sort of commemorating all those that fought on both sides. I mean, you know, these people, everyone says these are the bad guys and stuff, but it's not the actual citizens, it was the leaders. I mean, these innocent men and old men and young lads and stuff that were brought into a war that they shouldn't have really had to have been brought into, obviously. So, as you should be able to tell, I am playing as the French Republic, or as I am going to call it, France, because, well, it is France, isn't it, really? And we've got our buds over the channel, the Brits, and I do believe that is it. I know we've had, oh, Jesus Christ, we've got Russia as well, this tank. Now, the only thing that can sort of lead to the downfall of the Russians is the communist uprising. If that happens, we are screwed. Who else we've got? We've got Dominion of Canada, I believe. Obviously, still sort of a part of the Empire for Britain. South Africa has not been born yet, and we've got these two chums over here, the Aussies and the Zealanders. It's not, you don't really call them that, but the New Zealanders. Now, our biggest threat is Germany, of course, because we actually border them. Italy as well, possibly, unless we can actually get them to join us, which is going to be my first act in this Let's Play. I'm going to influence the great kingdom of Italy to try and join the Allies before they join the enemies. That gives us a significant advantage around here. However, don't forget about the Ottomans, that will probably join the Axis. Is it the Axis? No, the Central Powers. What else should I do then? Well, automate trade, of course. I never deal with trade because it's too much to do. Now, I haven't actually played on this mod in a hell of a long time. Has to have been about 6 months now, and I think I played as Britain. So obviously, we've only got 44 industrial capacity, which isn't brilliant. So I do need to sort of spread these out quite evenly. I mean, consumer goods is a bastard, as you probably need to put a bit more in than what they actually say. Otherwise, you gain dissent, and if you gain dissent, then you are pretty much screwed. Production, I mean, supplies are quite important, but not that important. I'll put that up to 10. Lovely round 10, like so. Reinforcements are not needed. I mean, production, we're getting a load of ships, and upgrades. We'll put that down to 5 because upgrades aren't that important. We can always pump it out at the last second. Not that I want to do that. I want to be prepared, but even so. That is production sorted. Can't really get anything yet until we boost our industrial capacity. Now then, technology. I mean, obviously, first things first is we're actually ahead in most stuff, but what we definitely do need, I mean, supply production, yes, that's a definite, and decryption and encryption is quite important. Civilian aircraft development, aircraft as well, we will get that. I do want to be quite ahead in my aviation, because obviously if we can get ahead in that, it gives us a massive advantage fighting the Germans. The Germans. Battle cruisers as well, we could upgrade, might not yet, there's probably more important stuff. Submarines, they're quite important, again, leave it until later. This is probably the most important. Now, what we do need to do, have we got anything stationed here? No, we don't. Now, we do have a lot of HQs and stuff. Who's this attached to? What is this? This must be a... Yes, it is. Ah, and that's covering this bit. And also got colonies over here. We should have some islands down here, I believe. Yes. And we've obviously got Indochina. And that's really it. Well, I'll keep it as it is, because it's fine how it is now. Although I do want to move that into there. And we've got artillery, which can go up here into Barcelonet, or however you want to pronounce that, I didn't really read it. We've got 2 small mountain divisions, which I will actually combine. We've got some more artillery. All standard stuff really for the French Empire at this moment. We've got Belgium. We're not going to need to put any troops along that border, because hopefully I'm going to try and make a push for the Rhine. Is this River the Rhine? No, that's the Rhine. This, I believe. Don't know what river that is, but if we can sort of hold off there and sort of maybe push up to that river there, just hold the Germans back. The Germans, I need to stop doing that. This is another theatre, and that is an army group, I believe, yes. And we'll move that back to Vittel for now. We've got our Paris HQ, which isn't actually in Paris, so we will move that up to Paris. Another thing that I need to do is actually regroup our navy so I can organise it. So I'll put them all up here in Calais. Just gather it all up. I mean, these probably the first 3 or so episodes are going to be quite slow, because obviously this is probably the most important time, other than the war itself, because we need to micromanage and sort out all of our troops. We can't miss anything out, stuff like that. So it's a great deal of concentration. We've got any troops stationed in Indochina? We have actually. We've got a navy, and we've got some garrison force. I may well release that as a public just to get it off my hands. However, I don't think I really need to, because Japan actually is good mates with us. They don't actually join us until the League of Nations sort of fucks up our relationships with them. What are these like? They're good. They can go in there. We'll spread some of our troops out along this border. Is this a corps? No, it's an army group. What about this? This is an army group. So put that army group in Chateau and that army group in Arras. I'm not very good with pronunciation, so you should be able to, but hopefully you'll be able to tell what I'm saying basically. Another armour group. That's the first armour. I see, I don't understand any of this, so I'm guessing that's first armed group. Army. No, first army, because army, and that's got a 1 in it, so. And the 9th army, I'm guessing. Put that there. Don't know why I've got troops there not doing anything. I'll let them all sort themselves out. Politics, I'll put it on speed 3. We've actually got another communist, a left-wing radical in the midst. I've just realised we haven't actually finished off sorting our tech. Right. We want light artillery to be upgraded. Militia, I don't really want any of this. It's all too far behind. If anything, we want armour and stuff like that, but we can't get that yet. Now, if you have played Hearts of Iron free, their finest hour, not the mod, not the World War One mod, you'll notice that there is actually the additional artillery tab, because artillery was a massive thing in World War One. It caused a lot of misery, of course, but it was a brilliant weapon for fighting. Well, eventually, when it came to it, armoured cars and shelling and destroying tunnels and traps and trenches and stuff like that. Very good. Infantry warfare, we want that. Mobile artillery, automotive, supply transportation. We might as well get these. Mechanical and chemical, yes, we are definitely getting gas. Poisonous gas. People's Army, no. Delay between attacks reduced, that's good. Large front, gives +6 shock. Ambush. Elastic defense. Artillery instant organisation, yes, good. Can't get that yet. And I think we are actually okay, we've got that tab. What about naval? No, I'm going to leave that now. I'm going to leave that for a bit later on until we increase our leadership. Espionage, we definitely don't need that amount. Probably 1.5 is enough, and even so, I don't think we're going to be using all that. I'm only going to be spying on 3 nations at the max, possibly in fact 4. We can't forget about America. I haven't actually mentioned them. We only need 2 diplomacy, but we will give a bit of excess. That officers, we're good to go with them. That can go down to, put that up to 17.5, like so. We'll leave all that. Now that tab's finished. Intelligence then. Spies, we've got obviously in the German Empire, that's good. Austria, good. Kingdom of Italy, especially. Ottomans, yes. Now what do we want then? Austria-Hungary. Counter-espionage, very important. Obviously, it is for us as well. Support ruling party, we don't want to get cooped. Raise national unity as well. It's all very important. Military and espionage, put that on 1. Support ruling party, you're not going to bother with that. Disrupt national unity, that's good. Increase threat, nope. Covert ops, 1. In fact 2. Could do with causing a bit of problem. And I'm pretty much going to do the same on each of these as well. I am gonna kill the Italian spies, and I want to. This isn't fascist yet, so we will support the ruling party for this actually. And I would definitely want heavy covert ops, and I'm not bothered about any of them. Although we might as well just support our party. Ottoman Empire, counter-espionage, yes. Military, yes. Disrupt national unity, yes. Covert ops, yes. And that'll do. And I think we are good with all that. They're all spreading out. We actually want to move these about. I'm not liking the idea that we've got quite a bit of cavalry and stuff, but for now they can stay in. I don't mind. Not yet, anyway. I don't mind it at the moment. We will move all these in as well, up here as well, and that can go to Abbeville or whatever. Can go down to there. That can go down here. I like a bit of space in between the HQs and stuff, just so I can tell the ranking. So I'll have like the furthest away is obviously the theatre, then the army, or the army group, sorry, then the army, and then the co-op, not cooperative, the co-op. I mean, why is that pointing like that then? I don't know. It's because that's attached straight to the. I don't want it to do that. See, I don't know what any of this bloody means, do I? That's the problem. Is that? Ah, that's a corpse. It's a corp. What's this? Region militia. And that goes down there. Well, we don't want that, do we? Now, this is quite. Well, I should have probably picked Britain, but still. I thought France just because most of the D-Day stuff is obviously held in France because that's where it happened. Is it D-Day? No, it's not D-Day. The World War Two. That's World War Two. What about the World War One sort of memorial and stuff? 'Cause, I mean, it was around here that a lot of people died. I did actually go to mainland Europe on a little school trip, and we went to visit the war graves and stuff like that. I mean, conditions must have been horrendous. We went in winter and it was snowing. Well, it wasn't snowing, but it was sleeting and really quite cold, and it was boggy as out. So imagine doing that, being shelled and God, horrible. God, this is not good. Jeez, I'm guessing it's that. I just don't have a fucking clue. I shall tell you that for now. I have no idea. Yeah, not gonna happen. This is not gonna work. This is definitely not gonna work. I'm going to end the first episode here. I hope you've sort of got an idea of what I have planned for this episode, for this Let's Play, sorry, and also obviously why I'm doing it and stuff like that, and I hope you enjoy it. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll stay tuned for episode 2, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.